something like that, they can actually dip them in the soup as well. Or what they do in the States is they make the crackers up and then they put the ham, the mayonnaise, and they sort of tower them up like that, and they have little snacks. So if your child's going to school or something like that, you know, you can send little crackers and little things like that with them as well. Again, these are all 4-to-1 ratios. I've got some with cheese on, I've got some normal one. I also made a little bit of a crumble as well. This is dead easy to use, and you know, God gave us something. He gave us this coconut flour. You know, everyone goes on about keto calorie being the best, but to me the coconut is, because we can give it lots of structure in there as well. And when I first started out, I looked on the internet, and there's a company that makes it, and it's about £14 for a bag. And I was going, God, that is really expensive. And it came from America. And then I went around the Asian shops, and I was looking at all of them, and hey ho, I found coconut flour. Okay. Now the beauty of this coconut flour, for a 400-gram bag, it's £1.49. And I was like thinking, well, that's a lot better. Then I looked at the ratio on the back of it, and you see it's really high in fat, it's low in carbohydrate and low in protein as well. But the thing with this is it gives a lot of structure to your food and things. So as soon as I found this, I went out and made pastries. Unfortunately, these have been in the freezer and things, and they're bashed on the way down, but we can actually make little bits of pastry and things as well. So what we've got here is the recipe that I have is you get 2 little tarts out like that, and each one of these are about 145 calories per pop, and also they're a 4-to-1 ratio as well. So again, you can make bigger ones, you can make smaller ones, all depending on the ratio that your child is in there as well. But the pastry itself, you can make lovely little apple pies, we can make all sorts. If you have like a little bit of a meat pie, you can put the pastry on the top, and you can actually start to give them the food that looks like normal food. Other things we can do is we can make little bits of wrap. I've cut all these up so you can all have a little taste. So basically this is butter, melted butter, double cream. It's got the keto cal in there. I put a bit of garlic into there, a little bit of garlic paste into there as well, and a few little herbs, and I bake them off in the oven. And all you do is you cook them, but you don't want them to go crispy, you just want them to go soft. And when the food's made, you bring them out. I make a lovely little curry, which I haven't made today. You put the curry in the middle, you fold it over, and you can have like a nice little naan bread with a little bit of a mushroom and spinach curry in there or something like that. And the thing is, what we're just trying to do is make things, you know, a little bit different, a bit more interesting. What else do we have on this plate? I think it's about time it went round. Well, I think you send them around. Please do have a little taste. They're all better warm, by the way, than they are cold again. Okay, so I'll just push them here, just push them to the back, and just have a little taste. And the pizza's on there as well. Come on then, shall we cook? Okay. Some of the things that, you know, I look in the shops for, yeah, I use these type of gear products, okay? The reason why I use the gear product to normal tomato puree in the jars and tins, this is crushed in olive oil, so it's really high in olive oil before, and it's about 68 pence for a tube of the garlic, and it's 87 pence for the tube of the oil, and you're only going to use 2 or 3 grams, so one of this tube here will last you a long time. Just put it in the fridge, but when you look at it, look for things that are crushed in olive oil as well. We were talking about other things before. I don't know where they've gone. Spring onions and things like, instead of using normal onions, use spring onions. They're a lot less in carbohydrate as well. Yeah, green peppers as well. Yeah, and you get a lot more flavour out of a green pepper, and it's lower in carbohydrate as well. There you go. So these are the type of things that we would use. And the thing with the spring onion is, I know Bruce says that on the top of it you can use it boiled or we can use the thing, but it does make a bit difference. But the thing with the spring onion, there's a lot more flavour in there as well. Okay, so maybe using something like that would help as well. Green peppers. So what should we make? Should we make something simple to start off with? A bit of pastry, yeah? A bit of pastry. There's your bowl, there's my bowl, and off we go. So in here what we've got is we've got butter, as you can see, and we've got some of that coconut flour, and we just mix it with our fingers together. This is going to make us 2 little portions. Now it's not like pastry that you and I would make at all, okay? The reason why is that pastry that you and I would make would be quite sticky, and it would roll out. You can't really roll this type of pastry out on a board. So once we get it like that, as you can see, there we go, we just add a little bit of water into there, and we just want to make it into a little ball, okay? So what we're trying to do is just to make it all come together slightly, okay? So you just press it with your fingers. So this is a really high fat type of pastry then. How are you getting on? Is it all going together?
It feels different.
Yeah, it feels quite grainy. If you do find it's not sticking everything up in there, just add a little bit more water into it as well. Okay, and there we go. You got enough in there? Just a second out. So what you've got to do is you've got to use it so you press it all together like that. There we go. You there?
Yep.
There you are. Oh, I'll spill half of mine on the table. Right, now just mix it into a little ball. This is going to make you 2 little tarts, bases of tarts like this, okay? So when we get it to the pastry like that, okay? Got yours nicely pressed together? Divide it into 2. Now, if you're not very good at rolling pastry and things, yeah, you don't have to roll this pastry at all. So what we're going to do is just put it in, divide it into 2, okay? Divide yours into 2. There we go. And yeah, just mix it into a little ball like that. You've got hot hands. Not good for making pastry. Okay? And this is the way you're going to make it. It's dead simple. Is we put that bit of pastry onto the piece of greaseproof paper. You can't roll it because it'll stick. And just use the cup of your hand like that, and you just press it. Okay? There you go. And out pops a little form like that. Okay, are you ready, Chef?
Yep. Yes, Chef.
Yes, Chef, that's what I like to hear. And then we just press it into there like that, and press it up the sides, and there you go. There you are. Dead easy to make. That's how easy it is to make the pastry. Now, you see the tart tin's filled. We're maybe looking for something to put into it. So what we've got in here is I've got my mixture, I've got the tomato, I've got the oil, I put a nice bit of Philadelphia cheese into there. Do you want to scrape that into there? There you go. Every last drop, isn't that right?
Oh yeah.
Every last drop.
Use your scrapers, don't you?
Use your scrapers. I like these scrapers with the ones, I must admit they're quite expensive, but the thing with them is they're like little cupped as well. There we go. There we go. All these recipes that you want are all on my Keto Planner. Yeah, just half it between the 2 and things. There you go. Make sure you get everything in there. Cheese, okay? Now, when we use cheese, obviously we can use cheddar cheese, but the thing with 2 grams of cheddar cheese, it doesn't look all that much, but 2 grams of something like Parmesan cheese is like a big, huge heap on the table as well, and it looks a bit more. So again, then we put the cheese over the top. There we go. There you are, and we just bake them off in the oven, and there we go. You can also have a little pinch of herbs. There you are. You allow the little pinch on the top, and then we just bake them in the oven. They take about 180 degrees. They take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook, and when they come out, you put them in on the cooling wire. You cool down, and you'll have a nice little bit of pastry or something like that as well. But the thing with these is, you make them up. As you can see, you can make 24. There's loads of different flavours that we've made as well. We've made asparagus, there's ham, there's mushroom, there's all little things. But the thing about these, I find, is the kids will take them to school and they'll use them that way as well. What else? We want to make pizza. Want to make pizza? There you go. You need a bowl. We haven't got all that many bowls. There you go. So what we're going to do is make the base first. So we put our Keto into there. You want a spatula?
Keto.
Yeah. So the Keto into there as well. So just mix it around. There we go. I'm looking for the oil. I did have it. Along with the oil. That's more of the oil. Oh, this is not the usual. No?
Is it olive oil?
Yeah, oil.
What's that?
Egg yolks, here we go. Yeah, it's in there. So we put the egg yolks in there. So we put the egg yolk in there. Go on, mix that in, sorry. I mixed the oil in together. The next thing we've got is we've got some egg whites. And when you're going to mix an egg white or break an egg down, always use a fork. So we beat the egg up like that. So if you're ever going to weigh an egg white out, beat it first before you weigh it. Because if you don't, the whole egg white will go into there and your scales, it all moves like one big snot backwards and forwards the whole time, yeah? So if you can beat it up there like that, put that one into there. There we go. Mix it around, you're going to need a little bit of oil. Oh, hey, I'm going to give you a job. There you are. Again, when you make this one, the base is going to look really different to what you normally make. Okay? It's not like a pizza base where you're going to throw it in your air. It's more like a Yorkshire pudding type of base as well. So next thing we do is we sprinkle the whole thing onto the middle of there, and then we're going to spread it out into like a into a circle. Okay, can we do this bit? Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is just move it around. See how it moves around? So this is 4:1 ratio again, and we just put that around there like that. Thank you. Yeah, we cook it in the oven, and then it just peels off the top of it as well. Now, when we add the filling into this as well, what we're going to do is we just take the filling. So all the fillings in there. I've got the cream cheese, I've got the garlic, and all those things into there, and we just scoop it into the middle. Make sure you can get every last little bit out of there as well. Okay, and we just paste it around. Try to leave the little edge tucked up. like that. There we go. Get it all off. And then we just add our cheese to the top, and then we can bake it in the oven. And what you end up with is that little plate of pizza that we had there. When it comes out, we can slice the sausage on. Obviously we would alter the oil content in there as well. Slice the top on, and you come out with a little pizza or something like that as well. Okay? And I know these are really big in America and things like that we do as well. Okay? Let me just get rid of some of this. Whew. Now, what else we got? To make crackers, they're dead easy. So we just put the mixture in there, so the Keto goes into there like that. There you go, I've already put the oil into there as well. So we put 12 grams of Keto into there, we put 3 grams of olive oil into there, and we just mix it together. I'll whisk the egg up for you. And you just fold the egg in. There we go. We need a little touch of water in there as well. There we go. A touch of water so it goes into the paste. Yeah, that's all you need. When we do these with the dietitians that are just starting, when we've done quite a few of them, we actually get them to cook these as well. And the dietitians will work out the recipes for you, so you can have a 4-to-1 ratio. And then we divide it into 4.
Oh, sorry.
Because we're going to make 4 little crackers. So we're going to make 1 big cracker. Okay, so we put it into 4. Put the whole thing on there. There we go. So we divide it into 4, and then we smooth it into a little round circle like that. Okay, make sure you get it quite thin. Okay, and then what you need to do then is just put your cheese on the top. Okay, so if you want a cheesy one, you put the cheese on the top. Some places what they do is they put like a little bit of maybe chili into them or anything like that. Or again, if you want to make something with a bit of pepper or something like that, you can just put a little bit of pepper on the top of there like that as well. Bake them up in the oven, and you can make loads of different flavours. So you can add sesame seeds to them or anything like that as well. So as you can see, you can make loads of things. But the secret obviously is the coconut flour, and the Keto tend to hold everything together. So we start to avoid all the oil and things falling out of the food and stuff. Okay?